Arturo.
You need protection. Everyone does.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Feel free to test the grips.
What did you say?
Huh? Hey there, sister. You looking for chems?
You okay?
We're actually here.
What?
Who? Hey there, sister. You looking for chems?
I bet you hear all kinds of gossip.
Did we miss all the fun?
Uh-huh.
Who? I've got chems for sale if that's what you're looking for.
Sure. Let's take a look.
All right. Check it out.
I'm sure I got something in there. Any good gossip flying around?
Same old, same old. Now, you here for business? I ain't got all night.
What are you offering, exactly?
Caps for melons. No idea what feels good.
Never mind.
Now, you here for business? I ain't got all night.
No thanks.
I'm always open.
I'm sure I have something you need.
No thanks.
Suit yourself.
Hi there.
Hi, miss.
I'm sure I got something you need. Hey,
Need something?
any good gossip flying around?
You got questions? Read the paper.
Why don't you just tell me about yourself?
I'm just here for the caps.
No thanks.
Oh, okay, sure. I feel you. Maybe later then.
Officer,
Huh?
hi.
Yes? Need something?
Any good gossip flying around?
You got questions? Read the paper.
No thanks.
Oh, okay, sure. I feel you. Maybe later. Officer,
Just making a routine inspection. You never know. I'm really just feeling about the job. Excuse me.
What is it?
Looking for a job. You got one?
The job I got. Seems like you know what to do.
All right.
Okay, you're officially hired. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
I need your friends.
Any good gossip? You got questions? Read the paper. Sure. I'll buy a drink. Whatever you want.
Get into trouble. It's your own fault. Here, Sam. Look nice. Stand.
Sounds good.
All right. Move it.
Hey. Hey there.
Gone peppermint candy, then you know your body's bent. You don't give a darn if you don't pay rent. Sky's high, you high, cause you're the viper.
Hey, I heard you were a wild one. Ooh, if I took you home and be a woman, show me how you do. I wanna shut down the club with you. Hey, I heard you like Running with whoops and I'm on the prowl.
Light and see, let it be. Don't use the piper, piper, piper.
Need something?
Small arms, long arms, ammunition.
The Super Salon can give you the hairstyle of your dreams.
Woman at a time.
Are you sure about this?
200 years.
I am not a normal girl.
My dear, you're perfect. I only wish I had realized that sooner.
Then by the power invested in me, I pronounce you man and wife.
Hey, Edna.
You helped me make a very big decision. Thank you. I think I know what this love is now.
Read all about it.
Mr. Zawicki.
All these years, I never realized how much she meant to me until she said something.
Hey, who wants to look beautiful? Hairstyles from across the Commonwealth.
Hey, I heard what you did for old Travis. Real nice of you.
Need some custom hardware? We got a free...
Last forever. His ties. Oh, Nick.
Something wrong?
Another stray coming in from the rain. Afraid you're too late. Office is closed.
Wait, who are you? You the detective?
Me? No, I'm Nick's secretary. Handle his appointments, his papers, that sort of thing. Well, that's what I used to do anyway, but now Nick's disappeared and I can't keep a detective agency open without a detective.
Picture on milk carton time?
If only it was that simple, right? Nick disappeared working a case. Skinny Malone's gang had kidnapped a young woman, and he tracked them down to their hideout in Park Street Station. There's an old vault down there they use as a base. I told Nick he was walking into a trap, but he just smiled and walked out the door like he always does.
Who's this Skinny Malone character?
I don't know much about him, but he's from Good Neighbor, and that means he's in the well-pressed suits and machine gun school of thuggery.
You said Malone's from Good Neighbor?
Yeah, it's a tough neighborhood. Northeast a ways. People with power there care about two things: style and body count.
Hey, I'd love to help, but there's the small matter of expenses.
Money, huh? I do have 125 caps in the old rainy day fund.
Come on. This is your boss's life we're talking about here.
Fine. We'll make it 150 caps.
Last chance. Put some real money on the table, or we're done.
Okay, you win. 200 caps is all I have.
I'll find him. You have my word.
Thank you. Nick should be easy to spot. He's always wearing that old hat and trench coat getup. Please, hurry.
You hear Travis lately? On the radio?
Brother is smooth.
Got a minute? Drinks on me.
I assume you don't buy every stranger a drink.
I'm in town looking for Henry Cook. Do you know where I might find him?
Why are you looking for him?
Fair question. He's my father. I haven't heard from him in a while, so I came to town to check up on him.
He's dead.
Is that so? What do you know about it?
Why are you looking for him?
I'm his daughter. So, now are you gonna answer my question? How did he die?
It was nothing to do with me.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know that he's... dead. Better to know.
Hey. Hey, Hancock.
To think I ever doubted you.
Oh, yeah? What kind of doubts?
You kidding me? You look like you'd fallen out of the vault that day. I thought I'd see you picking your teeth out of the gutter by sunup. It's just real rare these days. Find someone who's not willing to take things the way they're handed to them. Too many good folks not willing to get their hands dirty. And too many assholes taking advantage of it. Look at what happened to Diamond City. Before McDonough took over, it was a half-decent place to live. A little stricter than I usually go for, but not terrible. I thought he and I had a pretty happy childhood. But then he decides he's gonna try and get elected with his anti-ghoul crusade. Mankind for McDonough. Before you know it, you got families with kids lining up to drag folks they called neighbor out of their homes and throw them to the ruins.
You and McDonough knew each other as kids?
Oh yeah. Guy's my brother. Grew up together in a little shack on the waterfront. Guy was the standard big brother. Entitled, punchy, liked to shove rotten potatoes down my shirt and slap my back. But I never thought he'd be capable of something like what they did to those ghouls.
Why did McDonough campaign against the ghouls?
Because he thought he could win. There'd always been a pretty clear divide between the folks living in the stands and those down on the field. I'm not convinced they didn't do it just to improve their view. I remember storming into his office above the stands after the inauguration speech. He was just standing there, staring out the window, watching as the city turned on the ghouls. He didn't even look at me. Just said, "I did it, John. It's finally mine." Should have killed him right there, but I don't think it would have changed anything. Instead, I pleaded with him, begged him to call it off. He said he couldn't. He had nothing against the ghouls. He was just carrying out the will of the people. And he couldn't betray the voters. And then he smiled. That hideous fucking mile-long smile. He never smiled like that when we were kids. I didn't even recognize him.
Wait, what do you mean you didn't recognize him?
I don't know. Just didn't seem like the guy I grew up with. When I'd first heard the rumors he'd been swapped for a synth, thinking back on that night, I thought it made a lot of sense. But now, I don't know. I don't think I buy it. I've seen him since then, and there's no way they copied him that perfectly. Even got his tight-ass walk. But at the time, I just needed to get the hell away from him. Him and that whole damn city.
He murdered those ghouls.
Him and that whole damn city. I still wasn't a ghoul at this point, so I didn't have to leave, but I couldn't bring myself to stay in that cesspool after that. I'd been sneaking off the Good Neighbor for years to get decent chems, so I knew the safe routes. I managed to track down a couple of the families, lead them there, but most couldn't get used to the Good Neighbor lifestyle. I brought them food for a couple of weeks, but after a while, they just disappeared. Folks in Diamond City signed their death warrants, and all the good people were willing to just sit by and watch. I felt like I was the only one who saw how screwed up things truly were, who couldn't just pretend things were fine. Still feel that way. Or I did. until I met you. I know I run my mouth, but having someone who sees the world for what it is and is willing to do something about it, it's meant a lot to me. I feel damn lucky to have you as a friend.
I feel exactly the same, Hancock. It's been a hell of a ride thus far.
Then here's to a long road, with plenty of ammo. Well, thanks for hearing me out. You probably weren't looking for a history lesson, were ya? You wanna hit the road?
You. I love you. If all my customers were you, that would be super swell. Now I got all kinds of chems looking for a home.
I'll think about it.
Was I rushing you? Take your time.
Hey, Morowski.
Well, well. You got a lot of nerve showing your face around here.
You want I should kick her ass, boss?
Not yet. Let's see what she has to say for herself first.
Do we have some kind of problem?
You know exactly what this is about. You stole from me. But I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you didn't know who you were stealing from. It happens. Now you do. Those were my chems you took when you ambushed Trish.
What makes you think I had anything to do with that?
Here's a tip. When you steal from me, don't leave witnesses. Makes it real easy to figure out who did it.
You win some, you lose some. That's business.
That's not how I do business. Here's the deal. You pay me 2,000 caps, and I'll forget this ever happened. Just this once.
So what if I don't pay you?
There's one really easy way to find out. If you're that kind of stupid. I'm getting very tired of looking at your ugly face. It's 2,000 caps to square things. What'll it be?
Be reasonable. That's way more than those chems were worth.
You probably don't even have it, do you? I don't know why I'm doing this, but fine. 1,000 caps to square things. Hey, you've got a week. Stan, my friend here was just leaving.
You heard the boss. Let's go. Keep things cool, and we won't have to tussle, got it?
Fuck you.
phone me, but I never have time. He said that I never listen, but I don't even try. I got a new place in Cali, but I'm gone every night. So I fill it with strangers, so they keep on the line. She said she told you she knows me, but the face isn't right. She asked if I recognized her, and I told her I might. See, everywhere I go, I got a million different people trying to kick it, but I'm still alone in my mind. I know you're dying to meet me, but I can just tell you this, baby, as soon as you meet me, you'll wish that you never did. I spent a night out in Paris where they don't know my name, and I got into some trouble with that drink in my veins. I got a problem with parties, cause it's loud in my brain, and I can never say sorry, cause I won't take the blame. I know I always go missing, and you're lying awake, but if you ask why I'm distant or I'm running away, you know that everywhere I go, I got a million different people trying to kick it, but I'm still alone in my mind. I know you're dying to meet me, but I can just tell you this, baby, as soon as you meet me, you'll wish that you never did. I know you wanna, I know you wanna, I know you wanna slip under my arm. I know you wanna, I know you wanna, I know you wanna slip under my arm. See, everywhere I go, I got a million different people trying to hit it, but I'm still alone in my mind. I know you're dying to meet me, but I can just tell you this, baby, as soon as you meet me, you'll wish that you never did. Yeah, yeah. You'll wish that you never did. Oh, you'll wish that you never did.
Charlie. Just browsing for now.
Fine.